everyone, and welcome back to Yoho Vlogger's Life for Me cooking series. And this week I'm going to be talking about a recipe that I actually emailed Disney to ask for. They didn't send me the right recipe. I actually asked for the recipe for at the Biergarten. They have this amazing vanilla pudding, and they responded to me and she put vanilla sauce but in parentheses pudding, so I think that she thought it was the pudding. I don't know, maybe just somebody read it real quick, but after making this I was hoping that it was the pudding recipe, but it was definitely vanilla sauce recipe. This would be great if you make chocolate lava cakes, if you make brownies, or if somebody who doesn't like chocolate sauce, and you could use this for vanilla sauce instead of chocolate sauce for ice cream. There's so many different desserts that you could use this with. But I wanted to go ahead and share the recipe, and then I'll show you how to make it. And for the vanilla sauce, you're going to need 1 teaspoon of vanilla, 3 eggs. Basically, you need the yolks, 1/3 cup of granulated sugar, 1 cup of heavy cream, 1 cup of whole milk. And if you hold on 1 second, I'll show you how to make all this. The first thing you're going to want to do for the recipe is you're going to combine the 3 egg yolks and the sugar in a bowl with a mixer, and you want to make sure to use a wire attachment, and you're going to beat this on low until it's thick and light. And you want to make sure to scrape down and make sure it's all combined. Okay, that's the consistency I need for it to be thick and white. And the next thing you're going to do, you're going to scald milk in a double boiler, or you can just do that in a regular saucepan. You just need to watch it very carefully. And scald just means that is the position of the boil. You don't want it to boil. It's right, scalding means right before the boil. So you need to watch this very carefully. And I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, and I'm gonna put this on medium. I'm gonna put this on 4 just so I can watch it. I don't have a double boiler, so I'm just gonna watch this very carefully. Again, you don't want this to boil at all. You just want it to, the consistency of it is right before boiling, so make sure to watch this. And I will be right back for the next step. That didn't take very long, and I think my milk is about to scald, so I will be back in 1 second to set up the heavy cream. I set my scalded milk aside, and it just says to heat up the heavy cream, and then you're going to add the scalded milk to this mixture. And this should take a couple minutes, and I'll be right back. Okay, I just warmed up the heavy cream, and you're supposed to add that to the scalded milk. And you're supposed to put the mixer on low and mix this very slowly. Okay, and the next thing we're going to do, we're going to pour this mixture back into the double boiler. and then you're going to heat it very slowly, stirring constantly, and you're going to stir this until it thickens a coat on the back of a spoon. Okay, I set my heat to 2, and you're just going to stir this constantly until it coats on the back of your spoon. And this might take a while, so I will show you after that thickens up in a second. I was just reading the next steps in this recipe, and it was saying after this is all done and it coats on the back of a spoon, you're going to immediately put this mixture into a pan of water. I just took cold, and make sure it's cold water. I just took a cake pan and put some cold water in it so it's ready after my mixture has thickened. Quick tip. Be back in a sec. It's starting to thicken up a bit, but I still have a ways to go. Stirring constantly for about 10 minutes so far. And I'll be back. Okay, the next step that we're gonna do, I put my pot into a cake pan with cold water, as you can see. And the next thing I need to do is to stir in the vanilla. And that took about a good 30 minutes to thicken up. So you just have to be patient with this recipe. The thing you have to do is stir the sauce occasionally as it cools, and that's it. And I will be back in a bit to show you the final product. This is what it looks like before, and in an hour or two I'll show you the final. Hey everybody, I'm back with the final product, and it turned out really good, and it's a little runny. I've only had it in the fridge for like 40 minutes, but I needed to finish recording this. But it's not supposed to be super thick is what it said in the recipe, but let me give this a try. This is really good. Overall, this is amazing. It only, like I showed you before, I only had 3 servings of it. This is amazing, and remember to follow me on yoho bloggersliveforme.blogspot.com. And my Twitter is yoho blogger, and you can find all of my other Disney recipes and that kind of stuff on my blog, and my other social media is also on that Blogspot page. Thanks, or subscribe. Bye.